49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, the section playoffs are here, and we have the big game highlights. We'll see the NCS games with Freedom and James Loken, and Heritage battles College Park, plus Saturday CCS action with Christopher and Palo Alto.
We have thrilling playoff action with Granada and Alameda, NorCal volleyball action, and the courageous recovery from a cancerous tumor for this amazing soccer star. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week in the CCS playoffs with the Bellarmine Bells, fresh off their West Catholic League tournament title, earning the 6th seed in the CCS Division I bracket.
The Bells meeting the De Anza Division champions, the Los Gatos Wildcats. The Cats with an amazing 23-4 record, 13-1 in the De Anza. Can the Bells keep their momentum going, or will the Cats claw their way into the semifinals? The Division I opening round game played at Los Gatos Saturday afternoon. Jaden Thomas going all out with his playoff hairdo as Los Gatos host Bellarmine. First pitch of the game is sent to shallow right center, and there with a sliding catch is Justin Mazzaferro. A great play to get us started. Bottom one, Bo Musser takes this one the other way, slicing it just fair. Musser racing into second. That's a leadoff double. The next batter hits it sharply up the middle, but a fine play by the Bells shortstop DJ Dunn, who rolls over and fires to first and gets the out. Later in the first, with Musser at third, Braden Smith lofts it to deep right. Here comes the throw. Musser is safe at the plate. The throw is cut off, but the throw back to second goes into left center field. Lumbering around third and heading for the plate is Smith. He scores, and it's 2-0 Los Gatos Wildcats. Meantime, Ethan Williams was great on the mound for the Cats, the junior with one of his 5 strikeouts in the game to end the third. Cats with a runner at second in the fourth, 2 outs as Mazzaferro chops it to third, and when the throw gets away at first, Gavin Jordan scores, 3-0 Cats. Lucas Carlisle is an outstanding senior third baseman for Los Gatos. Lucas charging the bunt and firing to first, still 3-0 in the fifth. A runner on for the Bells in the sixth, but the Cats go Musser to Brady Simon over to Max Thomas. That is a nifty double play. Still 3-0 in the seventh, 2 down, and this will do it. It's a pop fly to Brady Simon in center, and that is it. Williams pitches a complete game gem, and Los Gatos advances to the semifinals to meet Valley Christian next week.
The Foothill Falcons head to Brentwood to take on Liberty in the first round of the NCS D1 playoffs. Great defense here from the Falcons, with Ryan Westcott making a backhand sliding stop and slings it over the Take Sato Christ. That's one heck of a play there. But the Falcons strike first in the second, with Austin Rost crushing this ball out the left center, scoring as Westcott. The Falcons score 3 more runs off 2 hit by pitches and a bases loaded walk to make it 4-0. More Falcons and more Austin in the third. The senior rips one out the center to bring home Aiden Tavares. Then it's Jack Follower smacking this ball out the right for a RBI single as Ross scores. 6-0 Falcons after 3 innings. Take Sato Christ did his thing on the mound. 6 innings of work with 6 punch-outs, which includes this K. Foothill adds 2 more runs in the fifth. The throw to third gets away. Here comes Austin. Another run on a fielder's choice would make it 8-0. Foothill looking to add to its lead. Hard shot to second, but Rain Miller makes a great diving catch to end the fifth. Liberty would score late in this one. Here's Sean Kelly ripping this one out the left for a RBI as Miller scores. Lions tack on another run in the seventh, but not enough as Foothill advances to the NCS D1 quarterfinals, beating Liberty 8-2.
NCS D1 opening round softball action with Clayton Valley and San Ramon Valley. SRV takes a first inning lead on an error. Clayton Valley looking to tie it up. Isabella Holt shoots a grounder down the left field line. Lola Winningham moves to third on Holt's double. No problem for Lila McLeod. The sophomore gets the batter swinging to end the inning unharmed. Wolves blow this one open in the fourth. The freshman Gia Ryan starts it off with a single to right. Isla Higgins scores 3-0 SRV. Mad Sakira keeps it moving with a single to center field. Addie Leos rounds third and comes home, make it 4-0. Maddie Neighbor up next. She singles to shallow center field. Ryan comes in to score as this fourth inning continues. 5-0 Wolves. The senior Ava Lyons up to bat now. The Cal Poly slow commit singles on a hard hit ball to left field. It kicks away from the fielder. Sakura comes in to score 6-0 Wolves after the fourth. Wolves tack on another in the fifth with 2 out. It's Caden West with a line drive to right field. It gets past the diving fielder. Brianna Shapiro scores from first as West slides into third. San Ramon Valley wins this one 7-0 behind an outstanding pitching performance by McLeod.
The NorCal Championship game in Division III has third-seeded Branham facing second-seeded International with a trip to the first-ever state championship on the line, and this is how this match gets started. Darwin Davis lays down the hammer. The Jags take the early lead, but the tides change. Andrew Casale rolls the serve off the tape for the ace. Bruins would go on to lead by 5. Patrick Wilson setting up the Branham shots and denying the Jags shots. A big block from the setter. And here's set point for Branham. This time it's Casale with the denial, and Branham takes the 1-set lead. 17-14 Jags in the second set. Colton Klingbeil receives it. Ryan Monk Orgill sets it back to Klingbeil, and International would go on to tie the match at a set apiece. Third set, Davis to Monk Orgill to Lyndon Song, and Song tools it off the block to tie the match at 6. Later on, Bruins down by 2. Wilson to the sophomore, Satya Raman. Yeah, I said sophomore. Branham keeping it close, but the Jags with set point in the third. Monk Orgill sets to Liam Wilson, and International takes the lead 2-1. Jags up by 6 in the fourth. Santino Scanlon gets an arm on it, keeps it in play. Jason Shao gets it to Monk Orgill, and then to Scanlon to finish. Patrick Wilson again playing some big-time defense. Branham trying to push a fifth and final set, 24-22 International. Klingbeil handles the serve. Monk Orgill, a one-handed set to Davis. And Darwin delivers the final blow. International wins the Division III NorCal title in 4 sets and will head to Fresno next week to play in the first ever CIF state title game. Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week featured in a rap performed by our friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Players of the Week, the Rikus Center, Human Enhancement, D. Labrie, Bennett Roth, RDV, Rendezvous, 49ers, Cal High, Reminder Alameda High to keep the love and unity in the community. Yes. Wham Bam, fooling ya, scammed your purse. Who's on first? Julia Lambert. Alameda Hornets, no it's not Charlotte, but a Weber RBI still a letter like Scarlet. 4 to be exact, runs batted in, 3 or 4 at the plate, big hits championship. Don't forget the pitch from the mail, she lit 8-4 to score to win the WAC tournament.
We got Kevin Joseph riding, teammates call him KJ. At the plate, he was going nuts like a payday. Senior at shortstop, setting the standard for the Prospect Panthers. Piedmont Hills had no answer, a 3-run shot sent over the wall. They're riding the hot hand until the wheels fall off. 4 runs driven in from 2 big hits to lead Prospect to the win, 13-6.
Players of the week, no hate, we admiring. Mr. Athletics, but we still got the Giants. Dubs next year, excited for the Niners. Go low, we go high, POW, rewinder.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is CCS Singles Champion in Badminton, Anderson Lin. We featured this Milpitas High star on the show last week. You can check out his story on YouTube. Anderson has an amazing 4.3 GPA.
He is very impressive. Brought to you by the Harker School. Last Saturday, the Harker Conservatory held its annual Senior Showcase, highlighting the talents of all of this year's certificate graduates in dance, instrumental music, vocal music, musical theater, and technical theater. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. The San Francisco Giants present the Coach of the Week Award every week.
And this week's San Francisco Giants Coach of the Week is James Burke from the Lincoln Mustangs baseball team. The Mustangs going to Oracle Park and winning the City League Championship. It's first since 2004. Congratulations to Coach Burke, this week's San Francisco Giants Coach of the Week. Coming up, it's the Chick-fil-A Sportsmanship Game with Heritage and College Park.
And great softball action with Hollister and the Kings Academy as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank rolls along.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here. Because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
The Giants and Padres face off in a 4-game series, June 2nd through the 5th.
And another sliding catch by Jung-Hoo Lee.
Secure your seats now at sfgiants.com. Nothing like it.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. Back to the NCS Division I bracket now, where the College Park Falcons turned their Diablo Foothill League title into the 5th seed.
The Falcons taking on Heritage on the NCS opening round. The Patriots finishing second in the Bay Valley League. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, and Robert was there.
NCS playoff action here this afternoon at College Park, and looks to be shaping up like a pitcher's duel here. For Heritage High School, it's senior Jace Bernard. Jace with a .95 ERA in 9 starts this year and pitching great lately. Had a big win over Liberty last week. For College Park, Jimmy Verhees is going to go today. He's the guy that played catcher all his life before deciding to pitch this year, and it worked out very well. Jimmy's been pitching great for the Falcons. 2 great pitchers in the first round of NCS. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Here's Voorhees on the mound for the Falcons, ending the first with a K. Oh, but we're just getting started. Bases loaded with nobody out for the Falcons, but Heritage goes Alonzo Alvarez to Tyler Williams, over to Jason Stevens, safe at first, but the Patriots get out of it scoreless after 2. Falcons break through in the third, runner on for TJ Reinhardt, who had a big day at the plate. TJ single scores Tino Vassell. Heritage with a runner at third, 2 out in the 5th. It's a swinging strike 3, but the ball gets away, allowing Aiden Ranhel to score. We're tied at 1-1. Still in the 5th as J.Z. McCarthy chops it to short. The throw to first is high. MacArthur is safe. Trevor Thomas scores. Heritage takes a 2-1 lead. 2 out for College Park in the bottom of the 5th. The ball lifted down the right field line into the wind. A terrific sliding catch out there by MacArthur. Meantime, Voorhees kept dealing for the Falcons. Jimmy with one of his 9 Ks in the game. Down 1 in the 6th, bases loaded, 2 down in the 6th as Riley Meadows lays down a great bunt. Racing home from third is Jack Carpenter, and we're tied at 2-2. Bottom 7, same score as TJ Reinhardt continues his big game, sending a scorching liner to left center. Reinhardt is fast and slides into third with a leadoff triple. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Heritage goes Logan Nelson to the catcher Williams to Stevens at first. A double play, and the Falcons did not score. Extra innings we go. College Park with a runner at first, but not for long. Williams throws a strike to second. Alvarez the tag later in the 8th. Look at this play by the Miami-bound senior Alonzo Alvarez at short, barehanding it and firing to first. That was fantastic. Heritage breaks the tie in the 11th. Runner at third for J.J. Kennard, who sends it to center. Tagging from third and scoring is Austin Peters. 3-2 Heritage. Bottom 11. Runner at second for Dante Nishizawa, who gets it through the right side. Racing around third and scoring is Jack Carpenter, and we're tied at 3-3. Still in the 11th. Bases loaded, and T.J. Reinhardt takes one for the team as College Park, with a walk-off hit by pitch, wins an 11-inning thriller 4-3. Jimmy Voorhees pitched 8 innings and did not give up an earned run for the Falcons, who advanced to the quarterfinals.
Fighting, and we finally got it done in the 10th inning, I think it was. 11th? Oh my God, yeah. Just a dogfight, but we came out on top, so all those 3-hour practices worked out.
In Pleasant Hill with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, Robert Brownstein, 49ers, Cal High Sports.
Let's go to Sunnyvale now for the CCS D1 quarterfinal game between Hollister and the Kings Academy. Hollister breaks through in the second as Grace Peffley intentionally gets in a rundown between first and second. Here comes Abigail Butler, and Abigail slides in safely at the plate. 1-0 Hay Baylors. Then a few moments later, the throw to third is off target and goes out of bounds. That allows Boise State bound senior Grace Peffley to come in and score, and it's 2-0 Hollister Hay Baylors. Ileana Hatchett was great in the circle for the Baylors all day long. Ileana getting one of her 3 strikeouts on the game here. This one ends the second inning. Kadia Nespert was incredible for the Kings Academy. Kadia getting one of her 18 strikeouts on the game here. The Knights on the board in the 4th as Hannah Wu grounds one to third. Hollister gets the out of first. Here Here comes Ava Thompson, and Ava is safe at the plate. It's 2-1 Baylor's after 4. It would stay that way until the bottom of the 7th when Mia Bennett hits a fly ball to center. Audrey Bennett slides it safely at the plate, and the game is tied at 2 after 7 innings. Hollister looking to retake the lead in the 9th, but a great play here as Kes Wong fires a strike to Mia Bennett, and the runner is out at second to keep the game tied at 2. TKA with the runner on second in the bottom half of the 9th. Chaylee Yamakoshi grounds one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. The throw to the plate is off target. Here comes Audrey Bennett. Audrey scores! The Kings Academy walks it off in the bottom of the 9th to move on to the CCS D1 semifinal round next week, where they will take on Live Oak. 3-2 was the final.
First round of the NCS Division I playoffs has 10th-seeded Granada facing 7th-seeded Alameda. Granada's leadoff hitter has 28 walks on the year. This is Delaney Almua, and she hits dingers. A no-doubter to center field, and that is the Auburn commits 19th homer of the season. It's 1-0 Granada. Alameda starting pitcher Julia Lambert ends up striking out the side for 3 of her 8 strikeouts in the game, but the Mats' Cameron Brandon was lights out through 5 innings. The strikeout ends the top of the 5th, and Brandon leads off the bottom half of the inning with the Mats up 2-0. A deep liner to center, and that ball is toast. A solo shot for the sophomore makes it 3-0 Granada. Bottom of the 5th, Alameda has a runner in scoring position for Desiree Shoblo, a blooper to shallow center, and it falls in for an RBI base hit, scoring Sadie Ramirez. 3-1 Granada. But the Mats play 2 in the top of the 6th. Callie Brandon shoots a line drive to the opposite field. Almua scores. Amy Raddick scores all the way from first, and Granada takes the 5-1 lead heading into the bottom of the 7th. Granada with a new pitcher. The Hornets down by 4. Miley Gradney damages this ball. A liner to the gap for a stand-up triple, her 3rd hit of the game. Shoblo is next in line, and Desi cashes in. A blooping single to right field scores Gradney. It's 5-2 Granada. A walk puts 2 on for Aaliyah Soderland, and she hits a hard liner through the left side, and it finds its way to the fence. Shoblo scores, and Maya Wong scores. It's a 1-run game. Runner on second. Lambert is up next, and Julia keeps the line moving. A single to right puts the tying run just 60 feet away. Abby Haynes comes up. She chops the ball to second, and it gets through. Kaylee Huey scores, and this game is tied at 5 with the winning run at second base. It's up to the freshman, Maddie Yoon. Yoon grounds a base hit up the middle. Center fielder Caitlin Sapkowski fields it, throws home, a play at the plate. The umpire signals out, but the ball is dropped, and Emery Ukart is safe at the plate. Alameda keeps its season alive on the walk-off from Maddie Yoon. A 4-run comeback in the 7th. What an ending.
Service Champions honors student athletes who do great work around campus.
And this week we spotlight Kamaya Cormier from the San Mateo softball team. Kamaya is a member of the school's Renaissance Leadership Club. The club fosters a ton of school spirit, highlighting the values of peace and passion. Kamaya Cormier is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week goes to Kayla Tulowitzki from the Live Oak softball team. Kayla with a spectacular diving catch in the Eggcorns win last week. Kayla Tulowitzki with the D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Tulo! Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the St. Ignatius baseball team, the boys with a combined 3.46 GPA.
Coming up, the NCS Division II playoff game with Alhambra and Livermore.
And the amazing recovery from a cancerous tumor for this soccer star. But first, here is this week's U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Softball Poll.
My bad.
Baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag.
From the beginning, Marawest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Marawest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Marawest works for me.
Marawest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Marawest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests and our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Diamond Training and Development is the Bay Area's largest training facility. Our expert coaches with decades of experience will help you raise your game to the next level. Diamond Training and Development makes sure you stay safe while you train to keep you in the game. Our state-of-the-art equipment will help make your game better than the rest. For baseball, softball, and personal training, Diamond Training and Development will help you get the game you want. Start getting better today.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
We are Christopher Fry, and you are watching 49er Cal Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
An intriguing first-round matchup in the NCS Division II bracket. The Livermore Cowboys earned the 7th seed after being battle-tested all season long in that very tough East Bay League.
Alhambra features some outstanding pitching and looking to get the bats going in the game played at Livermore on Wednesday.
The Livermore Cowboys take the field as they host Alhambra in the first round of the NCS D2 playoffs. Alhambra gets on the board first as the pitch bounces off the dirt and goes to the backstop. Morgan Tran races in to score, and it's 1-0 Bulldogs. But in the bottom half, Braden Ford swings and drives one to deep left field. That ball is gone! A 2-run shot for Braden as the Cowboys jump ahead 2-1 after 1. The Bulldogs answer back in the second as Tyson Long laces one up the middle for a base hit. Here comes Ismael Rivera-Parra. Ismael is safe at the plate, and the game is tied at 2. Braden Ford settled down from there. Braden getting one of his 7 strikeouts on the game here. Bottom 3 now, and the throw 2/3 hits off Hayden Moss's cleats. The ball goes all the way to defensive foul territory as Hayden comes in to score 3-2 Cowboys after 3. Livermore adds on in the 4th as A.J. Cook lines one to left field. Elias Farron scores. Here's the throw to the plate, and the trail runner is out of the plate. What a play from Alhambra. It's 4-2 Cowboys after 4. Then in the 6th, A.J. Cook hits a pop fly to shallow left field. That one will fall in! Elijah Demiris and Eric Shaw come in to score as the Cowboys move on to the NCS D2 quarterfinal round behind a big game from Braden Ford.
NCS D3 opening round action as Logan hosts Freedom on Tuesday nights. Cold strike first in the first. Ricky Scarborough singles up the middle. Jordan Medina comes in to score. It's 1-0 James Logan. Wesley Vega dealing early. He gets the batter looking here to strand a runner at third. Top of the 5th, here's a grounder up the middle. Medina rushes it. He fires a rocket to first, and Jordan throws out the runner from center field to rob the batter of a base hit. Wow! A hero on the field and at the plate. Medina follows up his great play with an RBI double to right field. Vega comes in to score. It's 2-0 Colts in the 5th. One batter later, Lester Miranda singles on a ground ball to center field. Jordan comes in to score, make it 3-0 Colts after 5. One out in the top of the 7th. Colton Vick hits a hard grounder to short. No chance for a play at first. Andrew Borrego comes in to score, make it a 2-run game. Freedom down to its last out with runners in scoring position. Landon Clanny gets a hold of this one and sends it to deep left field. Both runs come in to score, and the senior ties the game. Top of the 8th, Isaiah Keys finds the gap in left field and slides into second. Isaiah's in for a leadoff double. A sacrifice bunt moves Keys to third, then Caleb Emmons singles on a grounder to left field, and Freedom takes the lead. It's 4-3 with 2 outs. It's Dylan DeLauder. He drives one to deep left field. It is gone! Dylan delivers with a massive 2-run knock to give Freedom a 6-3 lead. Logan down to its last out. Here's a grounder to second. The throw to first. He got him! 12-seed Freedom defeats 5-seed James Logan on the road in extra innings to move on in the NCS D3 bracket. What a game!
Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
I'm so happy to share the story of Destiny Coronado and the strength that carried her through the fight of her life. For Destiny Coronado, soccer is more than just a game. It's her escape and a way to connect with her family and community.
It's honestly just a stress reliever, and it's also such a community-based thing with my family. We love watching soccer.
Destiny is my oldest. She's our sunshine. I describe her, she's just like the one singing, the one dancing, the one always smiling.
But when Destiny was just 10 years old, her life took a sudden and terrifying turn.
I was 10 and I was at a wedding, and I just had this horrible, undescribable pain.
Destiny's mom and dad watched her health decline. She was tired, not eating, and in pain. Doctors told them nothing was wrong, but her mom, Miriam, trusted her instincts and pushed for more answers.
When the doctor came and she looked frustrated and she said, "Why are you pushing this so much? Like, your kid is healthy, she's fine, she's growing." And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna be comfortable if she goes to the CT scan. And when she came back, couldn't even look at us and said, your daughter has a tumor.
The diagnosis?
Everything changed.
Stage 3 ovarian cancer.
They found a tumor the size of football alongside my stomach, and just so nonchalantly they came in back with their diagnosis, and they're like, oh yeah, she has stage 3 cancer with a malignant germ cell tumor, and it's in her ovary.
You hear about these cases throughout your life, but you never expect it to actually happen to you, for you to live it. So it could be traumatizing, heartbreaking.
Doctors removed the tumor, and Destiny endured 6 rounds of chemotherapy over nearly a year, a fight that took a toll on her body, her mind, and her family's finances.
I had a really good job, and I ran out of my PTO, and a bunch of coworkers donated vacation time for me so I can continue with my insurance and help support Des. But eventually I ran out, so I lost my job.
And that's when the community stepped in. Family and friends started a GoFundMe to help with medical expenses. It helped, but didn't cover everything. Still, with faith and support, the family held on, and Destiny continued to fight.
It was really daunting, but I always had a smile on my face. I always had the positive side.
She never stopped smiling, that's for sure.
Destiny beat cancer by her 12th birthday. 6 years later, she is cancer-free and celebrating milestones her family once feared she'd never reach.
I saw graduation day so far, her going to college. I saw it as a dream. And to be a month away from it, it's a dream come true.
Destiny is ready to give back with new dreams on the horizon.
I'm looking forward to being a preschool teacher. Yeah, giving forward to the little kids that I would see in my hall.
A survivor, a fighter, and now a young woman running towards her future with the same strength that saved her life. Destiny will head to San Jose State in the fall to pursue a degree in education, determined to give back just like so many did for her.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
She is awesome. And can you believe that tumor was huge?
Yeah. And she got her award at our banquet last week.
She got a scholarship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was great. Mira West Credit Union brings us the Mira West Merit Award, an award giving credit to Bay Area teachers.
Here's James Voorhees from College Park talking about his outstanding English teacher, Alex Barron.
I guess I'll shout out Mr. Barron. He's my English teacher. Great teacher, loves sports, played sports in high school, and I can always talk to him about anything that I can about sports.
Diamond Training and Development is an amazing baseball, softball, and training facility in Sunnyvale, led by former professional ball player and our good friend Adam Shorsher.
Each week, Diamond Training and Development brings us a diamond in the rough. This is a young athlete who is headed towards great success in their sport. And this week, we recognize Castro Valley sophomore Alicia Robertson. Alicia is batting .511 for the Trojans this season with 24 hits and 13 runs batted in. Alicia Robertson, this week's Diamond Training and Development Diamond in the rough.
Coming up, action from the CCS Open Division in softball as Valley Christian meets Cappuccino.
And CCS Baseball with Palo Alto hosting Christopher. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick 6 is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. Help us bring positive attention to Bay Area teens every week. Become a 49ers Cal High Sports sponsor. Scan the QR code for details.
To the CCS Open Division in softball now, where the first round featured two great teams meeting to start the tournament. The Valley Christian Warriors are coming off a final game win over St. Francis to earn a share of the league title and the 5th seed in the Open Division.
Capuchino won the Peninsula League Bay Division with a 12-2 league record. The Mustangs are the 4th seed in the Open Division, hosting Valley Christian Saturday morning.
Here's Lola Sierra and her Capuchino Mustangs, the 4th seed in the CCS Open, taking on Valley Christian, the 5th seed. Mustangs with 2 runners on in the first for Brianna LaPiccolo. Brianna grounds a base hit up the middle. Brooklyn Rose scores from second on the base hit. Cap would take the 2-0 lead after 1. Same score, bottom of the 3rd, a shallow ball to left field, and Sia Marsh comes diving in to make the play. A great defensive play for the sophomore. Top of the 5th, 1 out for Mackenzie Leon, and she hits a deep fly ball the opposite way. It falls just inside the right field line. Mackenzie rounds second, heads for 3rd. She would later score on a fielder's choice to cut the Cap lead to 1. It's still a 2-1 ball game in the top of the 7th. Warriors with runners on 2nd and 3rd down to their final strike. Hannah Paquise goes the opposite way, and that's a fair ball. Gabrielle Ho scores, Leon scores, and Valley Christian takes a 3-2 lead headed into the bottom of the 7th. The Mustangs have the tying run at second down to their final out. Lola Sierra shoots a base hit up the middle. Lily Thomas, she is safe. Sierra ties the game on an RBI base hit, and we're headed into extras. 8th inning, and Sierra still has the ball in the circle. She'd throw a total of 9 innings as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Cap has the winning run just 60 feet away. 2 outs. Brianna LaPiccolo hits a deep line to the outfield, and it splits the defense. That will do it as Nadia Keish scores. Capuchino walks it off on the RBI base hit from LaPiccolo, and Capuchino advances to play top-seeded Willow Glen in the semis.
CCS D3 quarterfinal action as Christopher battles Palo Alto. The Vikings strike first as Jonathan Nguyen shoots one out the center, and this ball finds the grass for an RBI single as Coco Vandahar scores. 1-zip Vikings. Still in the first, the Vikings load the bases, but the Cougars get out of trouble as Sam Gunther fields it, touches second, and fires it over the Jackson Robinson for the double play. More defense from Christopher. This is Aiden Mojica, who missiles one to Jacob Huerta, and Jacob slaps the tag to get the out at third. The Cougars look to tie it up. Runner on for Gunther, who lifts one out the center, and this ball is just out of reach for the outfielder. It's ruled an RBI single. Cougars tack on another run off a hit by pitch to make it 2-1. Christopher loads the bases in the 5th, but the Vikings get out of trouble. Nate Robinson fires at the Carter Bader, and the runner is out. It's still a 1-run game. The Cougars still want to get sneaky on those base paths. Here's a throw to third, and it gets away. Jacob Vasquez scores with ease, and it's 3-1 Cougars. Bottom 7. Vikings look to get a rally going. Dexter Cleveringa smacks this ball out the left center. That's a leadoff double for the senior. Couple batters later, Coco chops one to third. Huerta gets the out at first as Dexter scores. 3-2 Cougars. Vikings with one last shot, but Matthew Anderson slams the door as Christopher advances to the CCS semifinal round. beating Palo Alto 3-2.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
These 5 students received their scholarships at our end-of-the-season awards banquet last week. Simdi Chukwu speaking on stage representing all of the volunteer winners.
Going forward, I plan to keep serving neurodiverse children. Whether through community work or large-scale advocacy, I want to help create spaces where they feel seen, heard, and valued. We're all taught that every person deserves dignity. I try to live that truth by showing every neurodivergent child I meet that they're not less than. They're simply different, and different is beautiful.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Gianna Willis from the Livermore softball team. Gianna sporting a very impressive 4.1 GPA.
At Presentation High School, athletics are more than just competition. They are a celebration of community, growth, and Panther pride. As a proud member of the West Catholic Athletic League, Prez teams consistently earn WCAL and CCS titles, and Panther student athletes shine as leaders on and off the field. With top-notch facilities including a gym, pool, softball field, and all-purpose turf, we offer opportunities to thrive in both competition and recreational sports. Whether you're aiming for a championship or a personal best, Prez Athletics is here to help you grow in confidence and joy. Coming up, back to the NCS with the Division I battle between Casa Grande and Granada.
And NCS softball with Archie Williams and Carondelet. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips that make learning with ADHD easier, like finding the right working environment for the task at hand, using a timer to keep your study sessions focused, and breaking down assignments into smaller tasks to make them more manageable. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
The Granada Matadors are the top seed in the top division in the NCS. The Matadors finished second in the East Bay League during the regular season, then took the East Bay League tournament title last week. The Mats taking their opening ground game, a 5-2 win over San Ramon Valley.
The quarterfinal matchup features Casa Grande, the 9th-seeded Gauchos, with a first-round win over Dublin. The two teams meeting in the quarters Friday night.
Let's get this Division I semifinal underway between top-seeded Granada and 9th-seeded Casa Grande. The Mats with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Esteban Duarte lines a base hit up the middle, scoring Peyton Richards. It's 2-0 Mats after 1. Top of the second, Casa Grande with runners on the corners. Max Drum is up, and he shoots a base hit through the left side. Ryan Rice scores on the Drum single. Granada looking for the final out of the inning. Brady Lobsher grounds the ball to third base, and the throw to first is off target. That allows Jack Mountanos to score, and this game is tied at 2. Lobsher makes it a second on the error, and then it's Ryan Rice batting for the second time in the inning, getting a base hit. A bobble out and left allows Lobsher to score, and the Gauchos take the 3-2 lead. Bottom of the fourth, and Casa Grande starter Danny Mercado gets the strikeout to end the inning, the senior settling in nicely. Granada pitcher Tyler Kennedy doing the same, the Ohlone College commit throwing 5 innings, giving up just 1 earned run. Bottom of the fifth, Granada looks to get its bats going, and Tyler Carty drops an excellent bunt, beating their throw to first for the single with 1 out. The next batter grounds it back to Mercado, who fields the comebacker, throws to Rice at second, and the stretch at first from Drew Bugby for the inning-ending double play. It's a 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 7th. Danny Mercado finishes what he started, getting the batter looking for the final out. Casa Grande upsets top-seeded Granada in stunning fashion and will go on to play 5th-seeded College Park in the semifinals on Tuesday.
2-seeded Carondelet hosting Archie Williams in this D2 quarterfinal match. How about Kylie Abergena? The sophomore fires his dart the first to get the runner out. What a play there. Bottom of the second, runner on for Ari Henriquez, who rips one out the center for a knock. Rolling to the fence, Joy Colquitt scores. A triple for Ari, and the freshman would score off an error to make it 2-0. More Cougars in the second. Nora Umene sends one out the center, but the outfielder cannot make the play. Cami Lou scores. 3-zip Cougars after 2 innings. Ari went 2 for 2 in the box in this game. The freshman cranks this ball out the left. 1 hop over the fence. It's a ground rule double. Then, Angela Gates with the bases juiced. shoots one out the right, and this ball drops. 2 more runs for the Cougars, plus a sac fly, 6-zip Carondelet. Archie Williams showing some grit on defense. Here's a pop fly, and Parker Conrad sprinting towards the wall and makes a great catch to retire the batter, but Carondelet would cruise its way to the finish. Samantha Para finds a gap up the middle for an RBI single as Lou scores. Miley Lopez went 4 innings without a run, and Maya Schultzes would do the rest. 4 punch-outs for Maya, which includes this K in the 7th. Carondelet advances to the NCSD2 semifinals, beating Archie Williams 7-0.
Venardi Jurata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor longtime coach and athletic director Lou Cesario. Lou started coaching in 1989. He was the head baseball coach at Alhambra for 7 years before spending 24 years as head baseball coach and athletic director at Amador Valley, winning NCS titles in 2010 and 2013. The field at Amador Valley was named in Lou's honor this year. After 32 years teaching, Lou returned from the classroom this year and began coaching at Northgate near his home. Lou Cesario, this week's Venardi Zurata hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play every week. This is a play that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all of the good folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's Dirty Work play goes to Jeremiah Arroyo from Lincoln High, who grabs the grounder and dives to first to get the out in the big stadium. Jeremiah Arroyo doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. Coming up, NCS Division II softball with Newark Memorial and Redwood.
And we'll meet the Mills softball team right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side. Like Kayla from Kansas City, and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Be a part of the biggest season of Earthquake soccer. The league's biggest rivalries. Soccer's biggest stars. All on the Bay's biggest stages. Race for impact.
This is perfect.
Grab your Hello Kitty jersey on June 8th. Giants baseball with a sweet twist. Giants baseball, nothing like it.
NCS Division II softball now, where Newark Memorial and Redwood showed up right in the middle of the bracket. Redwood gets the 9th seed. The Giants finishing with an 11-3 league record in the Marin County League.
The Giants meeting the 8th seed Newark Memorial this week. The Cougars finished tied for the Mission Valley League title. It's our Crumble Cookies game of the week. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Welcome to Newark Memorial High School for the NCS Division II first round game between the Redwood Giants and the Newark Memorial Cougars. The Cougars entered the playoffs after winning a share of the Mission Valley League title with James Logan. Newark features league MVP Andrea Tall, who has a .603 batting average with 16 home runs and 46 RBIs on the season. In the circle for Redwood is junior Stella Bilwamini, who sports a 1.96 ERA and 134 strikeouts. Who will move on to the NCS Division II quarterfinal game? Let's find out in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Andrea Tall gets it started with a shot to deep left field. It's off the fence as Andrea races into third for a leadoff triple. Then on the very next pitch, Chloe Hastings chops one to short. Redwood gets you out of first. Andrea slides in safely at the plate as the Cougars take a 1-0 lead after one. Newark looking for more in the second, but Ava Brown makes a nice catch in center for one. Then Ava fires it to Gia Myers at second for the 8-6 double play. Still 1-0 Newark Memorial after two. Freshman Ariana Romo was great in the circle for Newark Memorial. Ariana getting one of her 9 strikeouts on the game here. To the bottom half now, and Andrea Tall sends a line drive up the middle for a base hit. Kiersey Cooper scores, and it's 2-0 Cougars. Then Malia Sao drives onto deep right field. It is gone! A 2-run home run for the junior, and it's 4-0 Newark Memorial. Caitlin Rose adds on with a base hit to right field. Olivia Costa comes in to score, and it's 5-0 Cougars after 3. Redwood loads the bases in the 5th, but the Cougars buckle down as Ariana Romo gets a strikeout for the second out. Still bases juiced, and Romo gets the batter to chase for strike 3 to get out of the bases loaded jam. 6-0 Cougars after 5. Andrea Tall already with a single, a double, and a triple in the game. And in the 6th, Andrea launches one to left field. See you later! Andrea with her 17th home run of the season to complete the cycle. Newark gets another run later in the inning. 9-0 Cougars after 6. 2 down in the 7th now, and Romo induces the grounder to Olivia Costa, who throws it to Addison Waterhouse to end it as Newark Memorial moves on to the NCS D2 quarterfinal round. Here's Ariana Romo after the game.
This game honestly means a lot to me. I love my seniors here, and just getting to continue playing with them just means the world to me, honestly.
In Newark with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
The Mills softball team is having a terrific season.
Yep, the girls getting ready for the playoffs, talking with our Jake Vanderbrook at the Rikus Center this week.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement, where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the softball team from Mills High School. Make some noise! All right. So we're going to start off with Audrey Jang. And Audrey Jang is having a marvelous season, hitting .535. She's leading the team in batting average with 38 knocks, 34 runs batted in. So, Audrey, how do you establish your confidence whenever you're in the batter's box?
I utilize the hard work and the practice that we do every day, and I just stick to what I know best, and I try to help my team and win.
You know, there's a lot of young talent on this roster. Jazzy Maskey being one of them. She is hitting .500. She leads the team with knocks, with 40 of them, if I recall correctly. So, Jazzy, you know, this team, you know, last year you guys went on the win league, and then this year you guys won 21 games out of your 25 games. So, tell me, do you feel like this program is on the up and up for years to come with this young team?
Yes, we have a lot of girls coming up next year, and a lot of us have been playing together for years, being brought up through girls softball. So I just see we're just going to keep building off of this.
Absolutely. And finally, I'm going to make my way over to Sophia Kwan. You're a senior. Now, this team hasn't won a section title. You got to go all the way back to 1985. I wasn't even born. But tell me, so what would it mean for you to end that drought on your senior season to win a section title for this program?
Yeah, it would honestly mean like so much. Coming here and like joining this like family of girls and just being all together since, like I said, since we were so young. It would mean so much to win all together and like just end off on like a really good note.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck to you guys the rest of the way. Take us out with a break.
Coming up, NCS Division III quarterfinal action in baseball as Washington takes on California.
But first, here's the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Baseball Poll. The California Grizzlies are the top seed in the NCS Division III bracket. The Grizzlies making the quarterfinals with a 6-2 opening round win over San Leandro.
The Grizzlies meeting the number 9 seeded Washington. The Huskies with a 12-4 win over Eureka in the first round. The quarterfinal game played at Cal Friday night.
The Washington Huskies making the trip to San Ramon for the NCS D3 quarterfinal game against California. The Grizzlies on the board first in the first as Logan Kellogg sends a fly ball to center field. That's deep enough to score Anthony Sherman, and it's 1-0 California after 1. Dylan Ledke doing a fine job on the mound for Washington. Dylan getting one of his 5 strikeouts on the game here. This one ends the second inning, but Ryan Giffens was dealing all day long for Cal. Ryan striking out the side in order in the 4th inning. Still 1-0 Grizzlies after 4. Cal on the board again in the 5th as the throw to second is off. Anthony Sherman comes in to score again. Cal would get more runs from a Logan Kellogg 2-run shot to right field, and it's 4-0 California Grizzlies after 5 innings. Cal 1 out away from moving on. Graydon Wright fields the grounder and throws it to Logan Kellogg at first, and that's the ball game. The California Grizzlies are moving on to the NCS Division III semifinal round, where they will take on 12-seeded Freedom next week. 4-0 was the final.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian helps us honor student athletes who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Ernesto Ochoa from Andrew Hill.
I want to play college sports. That's been the thing that I've been wanting to do. To achieve that, I have to obviously have good grades and get into college and all that.
Students from Valley Christian Schools are making headlines as the only high school team to advance in the $11 million X-Prize wildfire competition. Team Wildfire Quest is developing autonomous systems to detect and extinguish wildfires in just 10 minutes, and they've just won $25,000 in the technical verification round. Backed by the school's AMSE Institute, these students are competing against professionals and universities worldwide. It's the latest chapter in VC's impressive track record of STEM innovation on the global scale. Find out more and become a warrior at vcs.net.
DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy Play each week. This is the play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Freedom Falcons, winning their NCS game in 8 innings as the 12th seed and the waterworks begin. The Freedom Falcons getting the upset, and they were very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital.
Research scholarships, grants, and financial aid options to help cover education costs. Use personalized dashboards that show progress towards saving goals.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. This is a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
Here it is, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
Here's the play of the week. It's Alonso Alvarez from Heritage with this bare-handed grab, then firing it to first. One more time, Alonso Alvarez with the play of the week.
That's the play of the week. That was a good one.
That was a very good play of the week.
That's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week. We will take you behind the scenes of our 2025 award ceremony, that and section final games next week. See you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You'll also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.